Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Let's wait till we get some people in this guy, baby. Yeah. Tonight we're smoking a jewel from Illusione Privé 660. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Rolling? What's up, Phil? Can everybody hear me good? Mic check, mic check. Can everybody hear me good? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me good. Yes, sir. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Hey, what we smoking tonight? What we smoking tonight, gentlemen? What we smoking? Big Rollin'. Big John Shadow. Y'all, I can't get my matches to light. I got these little. Let me get. Can't get a good focus on it.
I found these results.
Uh-oh. My Google Assist started talking. Mic check. Phil was smoking the DBL. I smoked the DBL along with Phil earlier. I know I didn't toast the foot, guys. I don't always toast the foot. There's no right or wrong way. See what the match is gonna do. I think we good, guys. I think we good. Smoking the triple threat right now from House Blends. What's up, my brother? Shalom. I think it's Tony he goes by. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. So I remember Big Tony. Big Tony, I remember, baby. Hey, the DBL is definitely a hit, and it goes to the top of my Connecticut list. Not the very top, but it's right there in that top 5 of my Connecticut list. Only got about 5 of them anyway. But hey, since we got everybody in the house, what's up, cigar junkies? It's your boy Carson, also known as Ashhead, and I am the Cigar Junkie. And tonight we will be smoking on this Friday Night Live the Illusione Privé 6x60. Man, I have smoked several of these cigars. Tried one for the first time, bought 6, went back, bought the box. This cigar has been a joy, has been very amazing. I have been enjoying it. I just lit this one up for this Friday night live. And guys, got a different angle. I've shifted a little bit. Just wanted to sit out. I was trying to fire my fire pit, but my fire didn't catch really good. Had some wood, was kind of moist. So I'm out here so you can see the lights and the tent in the background. You can see the workout equipment covered up so it won't get wet in the rain. But we in this guy, and I appreciate you guys, and I am glad that each and every last one of you are here. Danny Crook in the house. Glad you guys are here. Guys, what I wanted to talk about tonight was when I first got turned on to my favorite cigar brand. Now, my favorite cigar brand, and it's no secret to most, is LFD cigars. But you say, Ash, here, you smoking a Illusione tonight. The Illusione is fastly becoming one of my favorite cigar brands. But LFD is my favorite cigar brand. I probably have smoked more LFD, more cigars from the LFD line than any other cigar. Um, love the change of scenery. Appreciate that, Danny. Um, when I first got turned on to LFD cigars, my very first LFD was the Double Hero. Let me tell you guys the story. So there's a cigar shop here in Birmingham, Alabama called the Humidor Room. So I go into the Humidor Room, the owner of the Humidor Room, shout out to Saeed. I go in, and at this time when I'm smoking cigars, I wasn't really into like flavor notes and the different type of tobaccos. I didn't know much about the boutique brands or anything like that. I didn't know much about the form. I didn't know about the Lito Gomez, who being the master blender and owner of LFD. I didn't know a whole lot about cigars. I was just smoking them. I knew I liked to smoke cigars. I knew I enjoyed smoking cigars. So that's what I did. I smoked cigars. And most of the time when I went to the Humidor Room, he would recommend a cigar for me. He would like, what you smoking tonight or what you want tonight. At that time, I was smoking a lot of Macanudo cigars because that's all I knew. But this one day, he asked me, what you want? Something strong or something? What he said, you want something light or you want something with some strength to it? Me, being the man that I am, said, I want something with some strength to it, of course. Hey, a man, hey, you gonna want something with some strength. I ain't finna come up in there and be like, I want something light. Just give me something light. No, that ain't me. That's not how I roll. Give me the hardest hitter that you got that you like. And my exact words to him was, give me something that you like that's on the strong side. So he had me an LFD double Ligero. First time. I used to just pick my cigars, just like a lot of newbies pick their cigars based upon the band and the color of the leaf. And I always would pick the darker leaf because I felt early on in my cigar smoking that the darker leaf just gave me more flavors. So I would pick that darker leaf and say, hey, let me get that one. Boom. He had me the double Hero. Boom. I start smoking part of it there in the lounge. And then I got a call from my sister. Hey, come cut your nephew hair. So on the way, I'm smoking that double Hero. And the strength hits me in the first third of that cigar. Boom. Right at the first third, the strength just hits me. Bam. I'm in it now. I'm in the mix. The strength hit me and I'm going. And everything just began to get watery to me. It was the strongest cigar I had ever smoked at that time in the beginning of my cigar smoking career. So I'm gonna come back to cigar smoking career. Stick a pin right there. So bam. I'm smoking the double Hero, man. The nicotine hit it's hitting me, but I'm liking what I'm feeling. I'm not getting sick. I'm actually liking it. So I make it to my sister's house, cut my nephew's hair, cut his hair at a astonishing rapid speed. Cut him up, bam. Hook him up, bam. Bearded Moon, what's up, my guy? Hook him up, boom. I'm out the door. I'm gone. My sister called me. You already gone? Yeah, I'm gone. She was like, this is the best that you've ever cut his hair. She's like, man, you got him looking great. This was a Saturday. She wanted his haircut before Sunday, before we go to church. She was like, man, you got him looking good. You got him looking real good. Man, she's like, shoot, what you do? You got a new set of clippers or nothing? I'm like, no. But I'm saying to myself, it was that LFD double Hero that gave me them powers. It just took me to a whole nother level and just gave my haircutting skills that touch and that technique that I needed. And I would just gracefully cut his hair, was in and out and on the go. So that was a little story about my first experience with my favorite brand. After that, I kept going back to LFD and I wanted to smoke more and more of their cigars, more and more of their cigars. So boom. After that, I smoked the Lavocado. I fell in love with the Lavocado. I would always go back to that double Hero. I smoked the Lennox. The Lennox was good. I smoked the I forgot what you call that line that have the different designs on them, have the barber pool designs, and some of them have like a dragon or a tiger or something on it. Smoke some of that. Smoke the Super Bowl blend that they always put out around Super Bowl time that's made like the football. Smoke those and was just smoking, man, just all of the LFD, fell in love with the brand, finally 2016, the Andalusian Bull came out. I fell in love with the Andalusian Bull, and it was one of my favorite cigars of all time. And thoroughly enjoyed the cigar. But recently, in 2020, I have been getting introduced to a lot of cigars, like everybody, that you have not smoked. You know, you get in the cigar community and people suggest a lot of things, suggest a lot of cigars. And I have been hearing a lot about the Illusione brand. Man, smoke some Illusiones. They don't advertise a lot. Smoke some Illusiones. Smoke some Illusiones. So I've been picked up some Illusione. The first Illusione cigar that I smoked was the Holy Lance. Um, Most of the time when I go to a brand that I never smoked before, the first cigar that I smoke is either a Lancero of that brand, or I'll smoke maybe something in a Corona or Toro, not the biggest cigar in the brand. I'll usually smoke something that's small because just by my opinion, I just feel like the smaller cigars kind of, pack a little bit more flavor. Like I got Run Real like to say, you get more thriller and less filler. So I like the more thriller and less filler. By the way, he was the one who introduced me to the Illusione brand. So I smoked the Holy Lance. Boom, I'm talking about the Holy Lance. I did a review on it. You guys can go back to my video history and see the Holy Lance cigar review. Danny Crook, Ashhead, my first Illusione from the Black Line Luxury of the month. First month, it was so good. Yes, that was a excellent cigar. Excellent cigar in the first month, very first month. That right there also made me even like the Illusione brand even more. So smoke that Illusione, the one that was in the first month of the box. Smoke the Holy Lance. From there, I smoked the 888. I smoked the 88. I smoked the MJ, and then, of course, last month we got the Illusione Rothschild, which is one of the best budget cigars on the market. Man, I will argue that with anybody that Illusione Rothschild was one of the baddest. Since the last box we got with that Rothschild, this is what, November? So that was a November box. I probably smoked maybe I might have smoked maybe close to about 30 of those guys, and I got about 4 or 5 of those left as well. Been smoking those. I probably smoke one of those a day. I know I smoke at least one a day. So if I've been smoking at least one a day, today one a day. I know some days I'll smoke like 2 or 3 of those Rothschilds, and today is the 20th. So I know I've easily I've smoked almost a box of those guys. I know I've smoked almost a box of those guys. So what I'm saying is that brand of cigars, and being that I'm smoking the Illusione right now, for those who just came in, I'm smoking the 660 Illusione Privé. Half Wheel just did a review on another size of this cigar, so go to Half Wheel and see that as well. Bearded Moon, goodness, how many sticks are you putting down a day? I smoke on average about 3 to 4 cigars a day. This is my third cigar for today. I have smoked the Romacraft Carmega today. That's the one with the Cameroon binder, black band, fire, nothing but fineness. And I've smoked the DBL that was in the Black Lion Luxuries box today as well. And now I am smoking this Jewel by Aluji Honey. Um, But right here in the first third, I got a nice little slow burn. I am about a half of an inch into this cigar, and it is just as amazing as the first time I smoked it. One thing that stood out to me about this cigar in particular and the brand is that Illusione, their tobacco tastes very clean. It's very smooth. Um, this cigar leaves a excellent aftertaste. The finish on this cigar is like after you've eaten a piece of chocolate, and that taste that lingers on the tongue. And the flavor notes that I'm getting here in the first third are like espresso and just some chocolate. Not really like a bitter cocoa, but more like a creamy milk chocolate. More on the creamy milk chocolate side. But like I was saying, it's a very creamy smoke. It's a very creamy smoke. Or very clean. I was gonna say very clean smoke, very clean one, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Cigar Head, hey, congratulations, man, on the new baby, man. We got to congratulate Cigar Head Fred on the new seed, a new baby boy. Hey, your legacy lives on because you got a boy. Yes, yes, sir. That last name continues, that bloodline continues because you are a man and he's a man. I like it, man. I like it. So congratulations to Fred on the new baby boy, man. And we appreciate the content that you left for us this week while you were tied up with the baby. Good stuff. Like the videos, watched all of the premieres. Some of them I just rewatched them after the premiere because I didn't get a chance to catch it while they were airing. So I went back and watched the premieres as well. But guys, if you haven't smoked some of the Illusione cigars that I named, those would be some good ones to smoke, man. They are very good cigars. Conversation I was having with Ron just a few days ago, he was like, it's one of the most slept on brands. You don't hear a lot of people when you go into the lounges talking about the Illusione, smoking the Illusiones, and that burn is great. It's great. It's not dead on 100%, but I am getting an excellent burn line. Every time I smoke this cigar, man, you get that white, chalky looking ash. It holds its ash very well. Danny wrote them all down. All of them, man. They some good cigars, man. I tell you, some good smokes, man. If you want to smoke them, um, was conversating with Ron. He was talking about how they were one of the most slept on brands. Another thing he mentioned is when he introduced like to people who smoke a lot of Cuban cigars, he always suggests the Illusione brand to people who smoke a lot of Cubans. Now I have smoked a few Cubans, and it is very similar. When I smoke the Cubans, and I'm not a Cuban aficionado, Cuban cigar aficionado, because I don't smoke enough of them to even, talk about them a lot. But I always get, a real clean burn on them, clean tasting tobacco, taste like very good quality tobacco. Always get um, that tea, herbal type flavor note from them. And I get that a lot from the Illusione cigars as well. But one Illusione cigar that I do want to mention before I move on and talk about something else. One I want to mention, if you guys can find them, if you can find them, this cigar came out in 2009. So if you find a box of them, it's probably from that 2010 release, or some of the newer boxes are from the 2016 release, and that is the Illusione Singular Phantom. The Phantom is amazing as well. Ron and I both went in on a box of those. He suggested that that was a good one out of the Illusione line, and I have thoroughly enjoyed those as well. Got a few more of those left. But this is a Nicaraguan Puro. It has a Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan fillers. This is the 660, and it is a 6x60 bitted move. Have you had the Ultra? Is that Ultra? Ultra from them. That's a great one. Nice long finish on the flavor notes. I haven't. Now I got two other Illusiones in the humidor right now that I haven't tried yet. I forget what the name of those are. One of them has a brown band on it, and the other one, no, the other one is the MJ. I have smoked the MJ before. I have another MJ, and if you've seen the MJ, it has the black cellophane on it. The entire cigar, you can't even see the cigar because it's covered in all black cellophane. You're exactly right, Roland. They do have a lot of great complex flavors, man. And this first third of this one is just as great as every one that I've smoked. This one, hey, I'm even more so to say that this one is even better than the first one. So any pairings tonight? Any pairings on any of the cigars that you guys are smoking tonight? As you can see, I got some water. I got some water and I got some coffee. And yes, Phil, I did spike my coffee with some Elijah Craig barrel proof. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I got a name. I got a name for my coffee and whiskey mix. I'm not gonna say it though, because then you guys gonna ask me why I named it that and how I know about the effects. So we ain't gonna get into that. Hey, Phil, say I knew it. Hey, you know me very well, my friend. Very, very well. Jacques Lewis, what's happening? Jacques. I be wanting to say Jacques. I be wanting to say it like that. Am I saying that right, Jock Lewis? Starbucks can. That's what you're pairing it with, Bearded Moon, the Starbucks can. Israel Zion, Freak Show, and a little Maker's Mark. Hey, I've heard about the Israel Zion. A little Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark, that's one of my favorites. That Maker's Mark 46. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I like that Makers. I like the Makers a lot. I was gonna make a whiskey run today and didn't. Actually kind of just slipped my mind. And the package store that's near me is actually walking distance, but you know, you pass by something every day and it's just kind of there. Like I could throw a rock and hit Jack's, but I never eat at Jack's. Got some Johnny Black. Bearded Moon got some Johnny Black. Cigar Head Fred got the Buffalo Trace going. Hey, that's what I'm talking. I like Buffalo Trace. That's a good one. That's a good one. I had Eagle Rare for the first time some weeks ago. And Eagle Rare, man, I really like Eagle Rare. I really like Eagle Rare. When I went live from the Ashton cigar event, I was drinking some Eagle Rare. I had that for the first time. Virginia by Drake is actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to holler at some of that and check it out. Do you ever do a rum? I don't drink rum. When I do, I was going to say I don't drink rum a lot, but I do drink rum. And Shadow's drinking some tequila, some terrible. That's the Rock, the Dwayne Johnson tequila that you're drinking, right? I do drink rum, Bearded Moon, but most of the time when I'm drinking rum, I'm mixing it with something. I'm not always just drinking rum straight. The one rum that I have drunk straight, I still got a little of it left. Is the there's some rum that Phil suggested to me. Phil, help me out. What's the name of it? The Kraken. The Kraken. But just straight rum, I just don't. It's not one of my go-tos. I like rum, but that's just not one of my go-tos just to drink it straight. When the smell of rum and the taste of rum just always makes me want to mix it with something else. Now, I get the rum flavor note in cigars a lot. A lot. Cracking with some Pepsi. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try some cracking with some Pepsi. I haven't had a Pepsi in a long time. Eagles, Buffalo Trace. Same, just age more. And you know what? You know what, John? I can taste that in the two. I can taste that in the two. I can definitely taste that. But I'll give a leg up to the Eagle. Try the Cruising Black Strip Rum. The Cruising Black Strip Rum. What Phil say, man? What Phil say up in this thing, man? Daddy, what he say, man? Kraken will make you a father. Hey, I'm telling you, that Kraken sneak up on you, man. You'll be drinking it. It's sweet. It's smooth. It don't really have a long finish on it. I think that's the I like whiskeys or I'm more of a bourbon guy because I like the finish on the bourbons. So rum doesn't give me that same finish. Somebody trying to call me now. That's my son. What's up, son? I'm actually going live right now.
Oh, my fault.
What's up?
You was on your phone?
No, I'm going live on I'm on YouTube. I'm doing it from the computer though.
Say your last name. I said, what's up?
Hey, my son said what's up. That's the one who y'all seen the football highlights that be on my videos. Jeremiah. Remember that name, Jeremiah Franklin, 5-star athlete, coming to a football field near you. What's up? Everything good?
But yeah, I was trying to see if we're gonna hunt good tomorrow.
We're definitely going hunting in the morning. Me, you, and Chance.
All right. All right.
So me and Chance will scoop you in the morning.
What time?
It's gonna be early, about 6.
Okay.
So we'll get out there in the dark. We'll get out there while before daylight. So hopefully we get something early and be done by 9 or 10.
All right. Get live stream.
All right, peace.
All right.
That's my boy. That's my boy right there, man. Hey, I produced ain't no ladies in here, is it? Hey, that night when I was making that boy, I had a strong one, y'all. I had a strong one. I was making that boy there. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my boy there. Oh, there go Dana. We gotta be PG. She rated R anyway, though. I made myself laugh on that one. I made myself laugh on that one. But what's up, Dana? Hey guys, Dana is Cigars Plus on IG. She sells humidors and cigar accessories. Cigar Plus. Hey man, y'all, you gotta be proud of what come out of your balls, man. You gotta be proud. I did not know all those years I was carrying such greatness until he got on the football field and track. Oh my gosh, track. And he's just a freshman and he's faster than everybody on the varsity track team. So the track coach was like, hey, you know what? You're going to be on the varsity track team. But I know everybody got kids, everybody got children that does great things. But hey, if you got kids and they do some great stuff, brag on your children, guys. Brag on them. Because you know what? Nobody else ain't going to do it. And nobody else ain't going to do it. Brag on them and be honest with them. If they trash, tell them you trash. But this is what you got to do to not be trash. So you got to let them know. Hey, this is what you got to do to not be trash. I'm going to give you all the tools to make you great. I saw greatness in my son, so I gave him all the tools in order to be great. Which leads me to the other thing I want to talk about, being great. Guys, I got a goal, a lot of goals, but one of my goals as far as my cigar career, I told y'all to stick a pin and I was going to get back to cigar career. And the goal is I want to do some great things for the cigar community. And I got an awesome idea. And I got one big announcement that's coming up in December with another content creator. We got a huge announcement that's going to be for the cigar community. It's going to be for the cigar community. It's coming, guys, December. Just remember, Ashhead has an announcement in December. But another thing that I've been working on is, guys, what you guys think about a cigar network? Ashhead, what you mean? Cigar network. You guys are familiar with how like the bourbon community and the wine community, how large they are, how massive they are, and how, but the cigar community, we get along and we gel a whole lot better than those other communities. We kind of a different breed of people. We're more laid back. We're a whole lot cooler. We're a whole lot cooler because, you know, the wine can be a bit snobby. The bourbon community can be a bit biased, but the cigar community, man, we'll try any cigar that you suggest to us, even if it's a bundle cigar or a flavored cigar, and that's something we probably don't smoke. We'll still try it. But I'm trying to work on and come up with, and guys, if you got anything, as I try to explain this, I gotta keep up with the time, guys. I got somewhere I gotta be at 8:30. As I try to explain this, if you guys think of anything that, if anything comes to mind that you feel like you can assist me with, reach out to me. Hit me on my email at ashheadcigarjunkie@gmail.com. But I want to create a cigar network. What I mean by network, kind of like a channel that's like a hub or website or something that's a hub for cigar related content. Most of you guys follow or subscribe to Run Real. When he does like Cigar Madness and Summer Showdown, content like that, I feel like should have a place where, and I know you can just go to his channel, but content like that should have a place to where it can be broadcast to the masses, because it's some elite and it's some great content, and stuff like that should be seen. I know you guys seen like Cigar Props, his shows with Kevin's shows and everything. That type of content needs to be put out there more. I know you guys watch the some of you, a lot of you guys, I see y'all in the chat on the Robusto show Sunday, the longest running cigar content show on the internet. It's no reason why on Sunday the Robusto show shouldn't have at least 10,000 views. At least that many views. At least. I'm talking about on the very bare minimum. So what I'm working on is creating a hub to where we can push all of that cigar related content abroad, just like the wine community and just like the bourbon community, and do it in a way to where we can get large sponsorships where these guys who produce this great content can be monetized for their content, because we know YouTube does not monetize anyone for tobacco related content. Cigar almost stopped burning on me, but I'm coming into the second third of the cigar, guys. And just so we can keep it cigar, so I can give you guys a little review on the cigar. As I'm coming into the second third, I'm still getting a lot of those same flavor notes that I got in the first third, but in the second third, it has went to more like a breaded, like a baked bread, gingerbread type note. I'm getting some cedar. I'm still getting that chocolate on the finish. A medium retrohale that's full of all those flavors that I just mentioned, from the first third to going into this second third. All those flavor notes that I've been mentioning on the retrohale, you get all of that. The retrohale has a slight spice to it, makes the eyes water just a little bit. But so far, so good. This is a great cigar. But guys, email me some responsibilities and I'll respond for it. I'm with it. Hey, I appreciate that, Roland. I think you're talking to me. I appreciate that, Roland. Appreciate it a lot. But guys, hey, everybody hit me with the thumbs up if you kind of get the gist of what I was trying to explain. So 2020, that's going to be a big focus. That's going to be a big focus. What it do, window? What it do? 2020 is going to be what's up 504 Lefty in the house. 2020, 2021. I keep saying 2020. 2021. Hey, appreciate the thumbs up, guys. I'm glad you guys are jumping on board with me. 2021, a lot of my focus is going to be on what I can do for the cigar community and its content creators, and making the cigar community, just seeing that the cigar community grow and become a community that's just as big, if not better, than the wine and whiskey community. Um, so that's enough on that. That's enough on that. Questions, man. Any guy? I did see some questions. If I missed any questions, guys, resubmit the questions. I know I could just scroll up. Um, if I missed anything, point it out to me. Thanks, Bearded Moon. Andre, see you. Yeah, 504 Lefty. Man, I'm glad you guys are all here again. Glad you guys are all here again. Guys, I I have no problem with admitting that I am not the smartest person. I have a lot of great ideas, man. I be having excellent ideas, but I don't always know how to bring the idea to light. I'm smart enough to connect myself with smarter people in order to help me bring the idea to light, though. I'm smart enough to do that. Do you think retrohaling too much causes some nasal issues? I don't know. This is one thing, Bearded Moon. This is one thing. There has been some studies on cigar smoking. One of the most recent studies has been that on smoking on average 2 cigars today has a less than 2% chance of causing any cancer type of reactions. One thing that we all know as cigar smokers, the ingredients in cigar smokies are a lot like vape pens or cigarettes. Like a cigarette has about 100 different ingredients in it, and a cigarette only has about 5% tobacco. But a cigar is 100% tobacco and is only made with water. And the glue that they use to hold the leaves together is a sap from a tree, which is mixed with water in order to hold the glue together. So you're not getting a lot of the harmful, and you're not getting any of the harmful ingredients that you get from vaping and that you get from cigarettes when you're smoking cigars. So I'm assuming that is why, cigars haven't been linked to any cancerous diseases like that study showed. But to further answer your question, there's just not enough information that I've been able to find that's out there that talks about any harmful things, whether nasal issues or anything like that, as it relates to cigar smoking. My cigar is starting to burn a little wonky. That's probably because I'm talking and waving it around. Because when I talk with my hands a lot. And so that's probably why it's burning a little wonky. And then I'm outside, one side of the cigar is starting to cool a little bit. But I never have any burn issues when I smoke these cigars. Never have any burn issues. So to answer your question, though, Bearded Moon, I don't know. Because there's just not enough information out there. But one thing I do know is that one of the leading causes of death amongst human beings is stress, and cigar smoking relieves a lot of stress, a whole lot of stress. Maybe we do a Friday night live. Maybe we do a Friday night on some health habits to help any issues associated with cigar smoking, lungs, teeth, mouth, etc. Hey, I like that. I like that. And I'll do that. I'll try to see get as much information as I can possibly get. And that's a good point, Phil, that Phil is making. George Burns, that was said that he smoked about now because I'm outside, my match is all moist. I can't touch my cigar up. But it was said that George Burns smoked about 10 cigars a day. And George Burns didn't die from any smoking related things when he passed away. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. I think he had a fall in the shower And I think that was more so due to old age, because he was in his 80s or 90s, or maybe even older than that when he died. And he had a fall, and he just never fully recovered from that fall. And anybody that has gotten a little older, like me, hey, once you get to a certain age, you just don't heal very fast when you get injured. Just don't heal very fast. I I hit a piece of 5/8 plywood with my fist, and ever since I've done that, I've had a pinched nerve in my hand, and sometimes I'll feel like the little tingling in the tips of my fingers. And I know if I was younger, that would have been and went away. I've been healed up from that, but that's been months, and I still can feel the effects of when I punch through that wood. He lived to be 100. Come on. He smoked 10 cigars a day. Thanks, Barrett. Smoked 10 cigars a day, and he lived to be 100 years old. There was a story. I'm pretty sure everybody in the cigar community heard about the story about the guy, Mr. Overton. He was a World War II vet, one of the oldest living World War II vets. Before he had passed, and he was 112 years old, and he smoked something to about 10 to 12 cigars a day, and he died at like 112. What Wendell said, oh, why would you punch through some wood? hey, it's a long story. Long story. That's a long story. I'll tell that story. No, I won't tell that story at all. I won't tell that story. Sometimes it's better to punch the wood than other things or other people. I'll just say that. The idea of being the old guy that smokes cigars sounds legit. It does. The stress relief benefits seems to be far outweigh over the negative effects. I agree with that a lot, Danny. I agree with that a lot. Man, because stress can cause your body to react in different ways. Because I'm gonna change hats for a second. Stress causes your body to actually produce a hormone, and I forget the name of that hormone. Phil, help me out. I forget the name of that hormone, but that hormone that your body starts to produce when you get stressed out, it causes you to gain weight, mainly in your midsection. And excess fat is a killer. Obesity has reached over 40% amongst adults in the United States. And I would say, without even looking up any studies, I would just say off the rip, I bet a lot of that can be credited to stress. The obesity can be credited to stress. Just think about 2020 alone. Man, everybody's stressed out. Man, I'm smoking cigars like hell. Every day, after work, doing work, get finished doing something. Hey, you want to get you you want to grab you a cigar to help, bring you down a little bit. Let me grab this lighter. You grab you a cigar, you get you a shot of whiskey, and that help you, calm down a little bit. I know y'all see them satellite dishes in the background. Man, them junks don't work. I don't even use satellite. I don't have no dish or no thing direct TV. Used to. That junk costs too much. Shoot, $11 for Hulu versus $100 for some satellite TV. No brainer. Want to touch my cigar up a little bit. Usually, when I do a touch up or a relight, I'm using the soft flame up. Got my big lighter. Shout out to Ron Real with the big lighters. When I'm doing a relight, I like to knock that ash off. God, oh, this big lighter right here, boy, this junk slow. It's about out of juice right here. Usually get in the middle, and then I usually give the cigar a good purge. I learned how to purge my cigars from watching Tim. What Tim? Tim is what? Cigar Obsessions, I think. No, that's Brian. Tim is somebody help me out. Read the book, What Not to Give a F About. That's the one. And that, my friend, is how you purge the cigar. Once you get the flame on it, you get the flame and you blow out. And the flame that's on the cigar, you keep blowing until that flame goes away. What you have done, you've burned off all the carbon and ammonia. Well, not the carbon. You're still going to get carbon because you got fire burning on something, on dried leaves. So you're still going to get the carbon, but you're blowing out all that ammonia that is made from the carbon. And you'll notice once you get that relight and once you do that purge, that your cigar, all your flavor notes come back. Your cigar smokes a whole lot cleaner. Cigar Daily, that's it. Tim with Cigar Daily. That's how I learned how to purge my cigars. I do it mainly when I do a relight or if I have to do like a major touch up where I put a lot of heat to the cigar when I'm touching it up. That's when I do a good purge. Or sometime when I get to the halfway point, I'll do a purge on the cigar as well so it can continue, especially when I'm reviewing. I'll do that off camera so that I can still recognize those flavor notes. This cigar has some very pronounced flavor notes, so I'm not having a problem at all recognizing any of the flavor notes. I got espresso on that one, guys. That little slight retro hill I did, I got espresso on that one. I like smoking a cigar that has pronounced flavor notes that you can just immediately taste. You don't have to struggle to pick out your flavor notes. Now, a lot of times I like to just sit and just smoke the cigar and not worry about what I'm tasting on the cigar, just enjoying it. Kind of like earlier today when I smoked the Carmega and when I smoked the DBL, I was just smoking to enjoy. I was smoking it with Phil on a live chat and or a live call on Google Duo and video call, and we talked about the flavor notes a little bit in that cigar, but for the most part we were just enjoying a good cigar. Hey, Tony said he can't stand Zill cigars. I subscribe to Zill cigars just to put thumbs down on the video. You know what? I don't even know. Speaking of thumbs down, I don't even know if I've ever gotten a thumbs down on the video. Now that I say that, somebody gonna go put a thumbs down just so I can have a thumbs down. But I don't even know if I've ever gotten a thumbs down. But I don't have as many subscribers as those guys. Those guys, you know, they got tons of subscribers. So, you know, the more you grow, you know, the more people troll you and the more like hate you get. They call it hate. I mean, look at look at my thumbs down. I appreciate it. I've made it. Hey, I've got some hate. I've made it. So, guys, before we end this live, we're almost at 60 minutes. I'm gonna try to cut it about 60 minutes. How's everything going in everybody's city? You know, I've been hearing about a lot of these shutdowns. And you know, I ain't trying to put no damper on the day by talking about, you know, COVID stuff. And I used to do a series when I first started making cigar related content. I used to do a series called Quarantine and Chill. So you can go back and watch some of those earlier videos. That's before I had a mic, before I had quality recording, and knew how to work my phone and all that other good stuff. But I was doing Quarantine to Chill. I stopped doing that series because I didn't always want to remind everybody of what we were going through, because it was a stressful situation. It still is a very stressful situation, and we're trying to move on. But my question is, what's going on in the city that you guys are living in? Are they starting to shut things back down again, or is everything going business as usual, or as business as usual as it can be? I know here in Birmingham, Alabama, everything is going business as usual as everything could be. I know if any of you guys live in like the Atlanta, Georgia, they never shut. Atlanta didn't shut down. I know Phil lives over that way. They never did shut down. Hey, they just been partying. Business as usual. Wendell, you're in Atlanta? I'll hit you up, man, next time I'm in Georgia. What my guy Phil. Charlotte area, not crazy shut down. You know what? I really think that we are not going to get any major shutdowns like we did before. I think they're going to stick to the, mask requirements, and that's going to be really just about it. Definitely will, Wendell. I definitely will. The only cigar spot that I have visited in Georgia is Puffin Stuff in Decatur, and Phil Oliver took me there. Good guys at Puffin Stuff. We bought a half a box of Aganorsa Leaf Supreme Leaf. And also, Illusione Tobacco comes from Aganorsa Leaf. Dion, who is the master blender of the Illusione cigars, it's been said that he is usually able to come in and get the first picks of their tobacco. And that explains why the Illusione cigars are so good, because he get to choose first. Yes, I have been to Dallas. I've been through Dallas several times. The one time I spent a lot of time in Dallas was years ago, and this was when TD Jakes used to do Manpower. I think he may still do Manpower, but I don't really follow TD Jakes much anymore. But I went to Manpower one time in Dallas. It was hot as fish grease. Hey, I thought it'd get hot in Alabama. And it gets hot in Alabama, but our biggest problem is the humidity. But Dallas was hot, boy. Golly. Well, it was hotter than sweatpants ass. It was hot, boy. Do your research. In the car with the family. Cigar Show Tim. Hey, he in the car with Turbo and Jet. Hey, I like them nicknames he got for his kids, man. Turbo and Jet, man. Cigar Show Tim also has coffee. His coffee is Turbo and Jet. You can go to turboandjet.com. I think that's correct. Turboandjet.com. If you're not driving, put the website in. If you are driving, hand the phone to either Turbo or Jet and get them to text it in the comments for you. Because I know kids know how to text. But they come out the womb knowing how to work devices. I know Cigar Head Fred, your son is only a few days old. I know he probably already know how to use an iPhone. Ashhead TV, bruh, it's great out here in Texas. Man, weather bipolar as a mug. Hey, that's how it is in the fall here in Birmingham. once you come here, you know, the weather gets kind of iffy. Like right now, I'm comfortable sitting outside. You need a hoodie, but it's not like too cold to be outside. Um, Tomorrow evening, it may be like 30 something degrees, but it'll probably be about 65, 70 in the daytime. The humidity will definitely make you stay in the house until darkness. But this be the thing about Alabama. It'll still be freaking in the summertime. It'll still be 85 degrees with the humidity making it feel like temperature at night will still be about 90. So it'll be summer, nighttime, late night, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and you'll still be sweating. Well, guys, I have reached the 60-minute mark, a little bit over. I'm not going to hold up you guys' night any longer. I want every last one of you to continue to have a beautiful evening. I'm going to continue to nub this cigar out because it is very nub worthy. Also, look at Cigar Show Tim's cigars. He does nub worthy or not. A lot of my videos are nub worthy or nah. Means the same thing. We're just giving our opinion on at the time of whether the cigar was nub worthy to us at that moment. This cigar is nub worthy at that moment. One thing you got to always do is you got to rate the cigar for the moment that you're smoking the cigar. That was taught to me by another great content creator. Rate the cigar for when you're smoking it at that time. And this cigar at this time is smoking just as good as the first time. Hey, Bearded Moon, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next Friday. Ash head out.